We are going to read the story, Chickadee, and we are going to use the graphic organizer, Movie in My Mind. So you will need to have that. So this story was written by Sharnon Simon, and it was found in Zoodle's Backyard Birds. So what we are going to do is read a portion and then think about what that makes us think of in our mind. And we are going to draw a little picture and then read a little bit more and draw another picture and so on. I will help you with this at first, and then you will do the rest of it on your own. So Chickadee. Chickadee. Pip, the little black-capped chickadee, hopped busily under the privet hedge. Pip scratched in the frozen dirt, looking for insects. It was hard finding food in winter. Pip flitted over the snow to a nearby holly bush. He settled in to make a breakfast out of the bright red berries. But still, Pip was waiting. So we are going to stop there, and we are going to go to the Movie in My Mind page. And of course, we need to write text title. So you'll need to write Chickadee, DD. And I am not going to spend a lot of time on my picture, but I would draw a little bird because it said that he was flitting around looking for food and that he found a little holly bush. Now, I will add more detail later, but it said that he was eating the red berries. So I want to make sure that I somehow add berries to that. So I'm going to make my little bush and then make sure I add some red berries. And I will do that a little bit later. And as I did that, you can also add to your picture as I read, or you can wait and do it on your own after. So here's the next part of the story. Ank. Jocko, the white-breasted nuthatch, swooped past Pip. Jocko flew to the top of the old maple tree. He began climbing his way headfirst down and around the trunk of the leafless tree. Jocko looked at the world upside down. He found insects in the wood that other birds missed. Today he also found an acorn he had stored last week, wedged under a loose slab of bark. Jocko used his sharp beak to hack that acorn to pieces. But still, Jocko was waiting. I wonder what they are all waiting for. So there you see Jocko, and we are going to go back, and I'm going to start drawing a little picture. It said that there were no leaves on the tree, so I might just draw, some branches. And it said that he was walking, so it was almost like he was seeing the world upside down. So I would draw him with that's his beak down here, and his wings maybe. I'm not really an artist, so I just do my best. And I can always change or add or delete. And then I would continue to go on. Now, I'm not going to do any more drawing. I'm going to read, but then I want you to come up with a picture for number 3 and then a picture for number 4. And I will tell you when to stop and then pause the recording so you can draw your picture and then move on. All right, the next section. Flash! Mr. Cardinal flitted to a high branch of the tall white pine. Nobody could miss his bright red feathers. Mrs. Cardinal was more private. She preferred to look for breakfast under the thick tangle of barberry bushes. Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal had nested in this yard for years. There were brush piles to hide in and good things to eat. Sunflowers and coneflowers, crab apples, June berries, and tall wild grasses. But food was scarce in winter, and on this bright, cold morning, Mr. and Mrs. Cardinal were waiting. So they were also waiting. So here is where you will pause and go back to a movie in your mind and add a picture to box number 3. And then when you are ready, you can continue on with the story. All right, we are now at the end of the story. I'm going to turn it this way for a minute so you can see the whole picture. And you can see exactly what they were all waiting for. And here it came. The back door of the house opened and the people came out. They scooped sunflower seeds into the bird feeder. They put suet into the suet basket. They poured fresh water into the wide, shallow bird bath. Friendly little Pip flew right over. "Thank you," he seemed to say as he began his good breakfast. "Chickadee-dee-dee." So they were all waiting for food from humans because food was not found as much or as easily as in summer months. So that's where you will draw your final picture in box number 4, and then you can add some details to it. So if I was going to make this picture and I was going to add some detail, maybe I would make my bush a little bit greener. And then I would maybe add some little berries because it said that he was looking for the red berries to eat. And I would make maybe the acorn that Jocko was looking for, and so on. And you can draw pictures, you can draw background, you can add detail. When you're done, please submit it to your teacher.